Hello, doctor. My name is daianqi with metric number 155130, and today I'd like to presenting the code for assignment 2. Here we come to the first part, which is the table of contents, which consists of the problem analysis, algorithms, weakness of previous code, implementations, and test cases. For the input of this code, it is player's name, player's choice, text field contains of all the informations, and for the output of this code, it contains of display card details, player's score for each round and 5 rounds, the winner of each round and 5 rounds. This is the process of our code. I will go through this part in more detail in the implementation part later. So for the flowchart, we will read the card information and store in parallel arrays. Empty the file contents. Get player's name. Initialize I to 0. Player 1 score to 0. Player 2 score to 0. In this case, I stands for the number of the round, and promote player 1 to pick a card, then promote player 2 to pick a card. In this case, we will use the generand function, which will difference the player 1's card and player 2's card. After that, we will show player 1 and player 2's card information use parallel arrays. If player 1's card's tab bigger than the player 2's card's tab, player 1 will get 10 marks. If not, we will compare the system between player 1 and player 2. And if player 1's card system is bigger than player 2's card system, player 1 will get another 10 marks. If not, then player 2 will get 10 marks. After that, we will display the winner of this round, and we will running this game until the 5 rounds is completed, and display the both score and display the winner of these 5 rounds. After that, we will ask the player if they want to play again. If they say yes, we will go to the initialize part. If not, we will just complete this game. So the weakness of this previous code. And for the weakness of previous code, because in assignment 1 we are not allowed to use the file processing, pointer functions, and array, so we need to write down each case of player 1 and player 2 just like the picture on the right, which is a waste of time. In the assignment 2, we can store all the information in text fields and then use function to read the informations. And this is the test cases, which consist of the round 1, round 2, round 3, and round 4. We'll also total up the score in the round 5 like this, and ask the player if they want to play again. On account of that, I also want to point that I will use 2 text files in this code, which is the card text and the log text. The card text will help me to read the information I need, and I will write the outcome into the log text file. The first 4 lines is the header of this program, and the last header is used for the file-related use. After that, you can see there are some prototypes of the functions I will use later, and I have put the functions definition at the bottom of my program. As you can see, that the first function is the write log function. It will write into an output file the It will write the output into the file log.txt. And the second function is the genRound function. We will generate a random number for player 1 and player 2. The round statement is used for generate a random series. And the third function is the checkType function. It will check the precedence for the two cards. Based on the assignment's two problem statement, I have assigned different numbers to different types according to the precedence. As you can see, like the number 43210 is all assigned based on the precedence given by the problem statement. And after that, we will compare the type between player 1 and player 2. If the player 1's type is bigger than the player 2, it will return 1. And if the player 1's type is lower than the player 2's type, it will return -1. And if the player 1's type is equal to player 2's type, it will return 0. For the fourth function, which is the check system, it's quite similar with the third function. It will check the system precedence for the two cards, and it will return 1, -1, 0 according to the file, which called cards.txt, and insert them to parallel arrays in the main program user pointer. So it will just read the file's information according to the instructions given by the code. You can see in detail like this. So after the function's definition, I will explain the main function. First, it will define some parallel arrays to store cards information like this. Name stores the outcomes of this program, and let the player 1 and player 2 enter their name. In there, I have used the getLine function to help successfully print name with space in between, and it's quite similar with the player 2's name. After that, I will initialize the score of the two players into 0, and also initialize I into 0. I stand for the round of the games. So it will display all the information we need, like the player 1's ID, code, card, tag, etc. And quite similar with the player's tools. And after that, it will, after the loops end 5 times, it will display the score for the 5 rounds in total. And after that, it will ask you if you want to play a game. If yes, just put Y. If no, just put no. If yes, it will come back to the initialized part before. And if not, it just this game will just be ended. Put enter to pick a card, then it will show the card ID, which is randomly assigned, and this is information, the winner of the first round, and to get the first round score. And let's go to the second round. It's quite similar, and this is the winner of the second round, the score of second round. So go to the third round, just like this, the winner, the score, and for the fourth round, the winner and the score. And last but not least, go to the fourth round. So this is the total score for the fourth round. Okay, so if you want to play a game, just put Y. You will go to the initialize part. So that's all.